Start.
Good evening, sir.
Good
Could
evening,
you
ma'am.
please tell me what is Sarfesi Act, sir?
Madam, Sarfesi Act is like securitization and reconstruction of financial assets and enforcement of security interests act. That means this was enacted by the Atal Bihari Vajpayee government. It's a very draconian and dangerous act, which is a central act of parliament. So that there were a lot of public who were looting the banks. Okay, they were taking the loans and they were defaulting, they were not paying, and a lot of NPAs were being created. That means non-performing assets. Therefore, this act has been brought in force. Point number one. Sir has got a question. Yes.
You carry on, sir. Carry, because
Yes,
I just
sir.
wanted to know.
Yes. Let me finish.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. You finish
so under
first.
this act, what is happening is anybody who takes a loan, particularly property loans, which are secured loans, either a loan against property or a home loan, and defaults for few months, let's say 2 or 3 months, then this act will come into force. Second point is one has to pay below 75% of the entire capital amount, whatever he has borrowed. Okay, if it crosses, the repayment crosses 75%, this act will not come into force. That is in principle. This is what the act says. And if this kind of default happens, then the banks have been vested with sweeping powers. They can pounce on the borrowers or customers. They can grab the property literally with the help of legal forces like the police, the magisterial orders, whatnot, court orders and all, everything in their favor. Within everything will happen within few days. They are supposed to issue mandatory notices of 60 days period, and after that they are supposed to give a paper publication, and then they have to act. But nowadays what is happening is they are pouncing on the customers and grabbing it now.
So, sir, that means there won't be intervention of the judicial system here. There won't be intervention because banks are given directly the power.
Absolute wonderful question, sir. I appreciate you for this. As per section 13, the banks have been vested with sweeping powers where there is not even a % of judicial intervention. Judicial intervention comes only with the section 14 getting invoked. When section 14 is invoked, the concerned judicial magistrate will give the orders to the police to repossess the property. With the help of police, you can repossess the property. An advocate commissioner also can be appointed and you can be repossessed.
So, don't you think, sir, banks will be misusing this power?
Absolutely. Like what is happening in earlier days, we used to see that a lot of public and people are looting banks. But nowadays, what banks are doing is banks are looting the borrowers.
So, this is the other way around, vice versa.
Absolutely, sir. See, I have dealt with hundreds of cases in the Sarfesi Act. The problem with this act is if somebody invokes this act against you, they try to take the possession of your property, then what happens is like you cannot go and move the High Court or the Supreme Court. This act is very clear about it.
Why not that facility?
The act is like that.
See, that's what, Nazar, for everything, generally, people approach court.
Which court? Constitutional.
No, generally, we have a problem.
That's what I'm saying,
Example,
sir.
a farmer is there, a businessman is there.
Yes, sir.
He will be approaching the court for small problems also.
Yes.
And this is such a big issue.
Yes.
Why can't they approach the court?
The act has been enacted like this, with very stringent sections, that you cannot approach the High Court or Supreme Court. It is bar. There is a legal bar on that. All right. That is the first thing. And next thing is you have to go to a dedicated debt recovery tribunal. That is DRT. And if at all a verdict comes out of DRT, then again you have to appeal to the DRAT. That is Debt Recovery Appellate Tribunal. Then you can approach the constitutional courts. Until then, you cannot directly approach the High Court or Supreme Court.
Okay. Don't you think, sir, general public, poor farmers, they will be getting lot of emotion? Because see, I think the time limit is only 3 months or so.
Absolutely. 60 days.
Yeah, 60 days. Okay.
Yes.
60 or 90 days, whatever
Yes,
it
9.
is.
Yes.
But at the same time, don't you think this, suddenly they come bank people and say, vacate the house. Don't you think they get the emotional stress?
They will not come and say vacate the house. They will come by police, with the help of police. See, I'll tell you the appropriate procedure what happens. Let us assume you have taken a loan on flat for 1.5 crores, out of which you have paid 50 lakhs already. 1 crore is your loan component. You have paid 50 lakhs in 5 years. unexpectedly, you being a software professional, you have traveled abroad for an abroad assignment for 3 or 4 months, and you did not fund your bank well in advance, and the EMIs have got bounced for 2 or 3 months, and you are supposed to get a notice. What they will do is they'll come with a notice. They will stick on your house, the wall of your home or your door of your home, knowing that you are not around. Even if you are around, they'll paste it on your wall or door, and they'll take a photograph and they'll pluck it out. They'll tear it off. And listen to me. Let me complete, sir. So they'll tear it off. Then what they'll do? Then they are supposed to go for a paper publication. They will put your paper publication in some lesser known news dailies, and they will sell it to whom? Their own people, their own relatives, their own relatives will purchase this for a throwaway price in auction.
So you mean to
Online
say,
auction.
sir? You mean to say it is indirectly Gundaism of the banks?
That's what I'm coming to. You don't allow me. You're my biggest critic. So let me finish, sir. So now I've come to the place where they have given a paper publication. After giving paper publication, then also you're supposed to get some time. Then what happens? Then a new buyer will be, interest will be created. A new buyer will come into the picture. What he will do is, through this new buyer, they will move the court of magistrate, and they will take a magisterial order or an appointment of advocate commissioner along with police force. They'll come and they literally throw you out. This is what is going to happen. And once they throw you out, you will come to an advocate, somebody like me or you. Then what, or she, or then what they will say, sir, you please save me. And you will put a writ petition in High Court. It will get dismissed with fine. If you go to the Supreme Court, again it will get dismissed
Sir,
with fine. The only place where you can go is DRT.
Sir, already this person has become poor because everything is looted by the bank.
That is
Again, we go to the advocate.
Yes.
Again, the advocate wants his fees.
Absolutely.
Then also it's not guaranteed.
Yes,
that,
sir.
He will. Then what is the? What is?
It is guaranteed, but you have to fight. It's a long drawn battle, because it will take at least 3 or 4 years to 5 years. Definitely, even if some best advocate is there, if there is a best advocate, there are other ways around where you can solve the problem also, because banks are playing fraud. You can also book a criminal case against all those fraudulent bankers and get them arrested and put them in jail. That is the only best way around.
Okay. Sir, now don't you think basically this discourages the business people, especially because see, now they are scared. If my business doesn't run for 3 months, 4 months, I am not able to pay the installments.
Let my learned friend
Then,
answer this first.
Then what happens is they will be definitely scared. They will be scared to do take the loan also. And automatically when they are not taking the loan, they cannot grow the business.
See, actually, the entire Sarfesi Act itself is like a protection to the bank. It is a pro-bank act. So it is obvious that the poor are getting more poor because of this act. But you can't deny the fact that it is helping the banks only. There is no proper, or if you can say, it is nowhere friendly to the poor person. I can easily say that, and we can rely on that fact.
So you accept it's no way friendly, because see, even credit card recovery agents are also
they
not
call
supposed
you
to come. They have lot of limitations.
Yeah.
But you are giving a license to the banks to do the Gundaraj.
See, some persons have actually cheated the banks, which are turned like a bane. It was a boon at that time, like being banks and all. Banks got cheated, then they turned into a bane. The Sarfesi Act is now like a protection barrier that the banks have set up for them, because many people have cheated banks, so they are acting like this through this act now.
Actually, ma'am, I think you have idea about TOPA, Transfer of
Property Act.
Act.
Yeah.
No,
Actually,
it's TIP Act.
okay. Transfer of Property Act.
TP Act, that's right,
Okay.
TP.
So when this Sarfesi
you're right.
Act was not there, TOPA Act was there.
Yeah.
So when banks, it was very much hard for the banks to get over the properties. So that's why Sarfesi Act was brought.
See,
So that is why it is a pro-bank act now.
yeah, it's true to the fact that it is helping the banks, but it should, I feel that it should also consider the poor people. The possession they have is already very less. As Sir rightly said before, that poor farmers who just have their field, like they cultivate the crop, they get the season comes, they get only money or income from that crop. If supposingly that crop fails, then they can't repay loans, they can't do anything out of that because they are farmers, right, all the way. So in that case, it's like totally a shield to the bank, but not a shield, or a little protection also it's not providing to the farmers, is what I have in my idea.
Okay, now it's very clear. I can understand what you're saying. So Sarfesi Act is not meant for the poor people. But at the banks are given the powers because people are looting. But it's not the poor people who are looting. They are great people, great gems, Like, let's sir
Yeah.
answer, because I think he'll be
Yes,
giving
yes.
a better answer. Because those gems,
Yes, sir.
which you advocates will be supporting them.
I'm waiting for you.
So I just wanted to know. See, when banks cannot see 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs,
I'm
20 lakhs,
waiting.
they are worried. But what about crores and crores of money?
Yes, I'm waiting for Dr. Ramesh sir to come blazing with all guns. Yeah. See, like he attacks like Pakistan has attacked India with 1,000 missiles. So, see, like rich people are looting the country, but that has now been brought very much in control. Okay, the only thing is you must understand that whomsoever, there is an act, there is a separate act called Fugitive Economic Offenders Act. And apart from the Pmla Act, they are very draconian as this Sarfesi Act is. Sarfesi Act is harming poor people, the home loan defaulters or loan against property defaulters of smaller amounts, like let's say 10, 50 or 100 crores, let's say maximum. But when it crosses that limit, it will come into the ambit of Pmla. And then it will be also the offenders, the fugitive offenders who have already ran off from the country, like Vijay Mallya, etc., Nirav Modi and all. So the problem is they have already left the country with 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 odd crores. When Dawood Ibrahim has left our India, it was almost 10,000 crores, which is now 10 lakh crores. So who is providing shelter to them? All our enemy countries. Let it be Pakistan, let it be even UK is one of the enemy country who is, though it is on paper is a friendly country to our nation, but they are protecting because they also need money, because these people have left our country with dollars. Okay, so all this foreign exchange they have taken away. They have backstabbed our country and they have ran off to other nations. They are providing them shelter. Okay, they are providing them shelter and the extradition is not happening. That is the reason. But now the government of the day, that is the union government, has taken very stringent measures. So nowadays, even the rich people, I am getting many cases nowadays, like those people who are though transferring or round tripping, that is called. You will send money from India to abroad and abroad to India. Okay, and you will invest in shell companies. All your black money will be reinvested in shell companies. All the proceeds of crime. So whomsoever is doing such kind of money laundering activity, are now those accounts are all getting freezed.
Okay, you mean to say they got control now?
Very much.
Okay, very good.
Very
sir.
much. And one more good news for you to Dr. Ramesh sir is the conviction rate of Enforcement Directorate as well as the CBI has shot up to 95%.
Okay, I have a...
Today I have clients, sir, unfortunately, yeah, I will answer your question, who have duped the banks hundreds of crores. They don't have even few lakhs to hire a lawyer. I have seen such people who are fighting
and
party
for them-
person in constitutional
Okay,
courts.
for them what banks are doing?
Banks have already freezed their assets, confiscated.
Okay. I'll give a very, very recent example.
Yes.
Maybe around 3-4 months back only.
Uh-huh.
You heard about Mr. Subiram Reddy? He
Yeah.
had been already the minister.
Yes,
and,
yes.
So recently what happened, I think he had around 5,000 crores or something.
Yes,
loans.
I've seen.
And I came to know in the TV also, they show that,
Yes, I will answer.
nobody was giving him 1 lakh, 2 lakh loans also. Now, our government has, what do we say, exact word I'm not getting. It has said no need to pay.
That's what. Let me come. Initially, it will be declared as NPA, non-performing asset.
Okay.
See, I'll tell you the concept of basically the structure of the companies. Private limited company will have 2 directors, 2 or more, whatever, as per your constitution, what you're making bylaws. And public limited company will also have 5 or more directors. So what happens, you will have stocks in the market as well. So the word liability, limited liability itself connotes that whatever business you do in good faith, if you are unable to succeed, the liability will be very minimal against you. But if you deliberately commit a fraud, then there is a section 447 under the Companies Act, under which you can be prosecuted either by the SFIO, that is Serious Fraud Investigating Office, a wing, a premier investigating agency just like CBI or Enforcement Directorate, which is an investigating agency under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, or else like you can be prosecuted under the NCLT as well. Just like another example I'll give you is of Anil Ambani. All these years he has created NPAs, and he is now he has created lakhs of crores of assets, but he don't have single penny. All his stocks have become zero or penny stocks, okay, which were used to be in hundreds and thousands of rupees. All his 20 lakh, 10 lakh crores of net worth has come down to not even 1,000 or 500 crores. Now he's rebuilding. That is what on paper
but
is.
But still he was, during that time also he was maintaining his own private jet.
Now also he's maintaining his own private jet. He has got lot of private net worth. But now the Enforcement Directorate has jumped into picture. If you think that he is also a good friend of Honorable Prime Minister, you are mistaken. If Mukesh Ambani is a great friend of Prime Minister Modi, everybody knows that. But Anil Ambani is also a great friend, but he is now getting prosecuted by the same Enforcement Directorate.
That's what
law, there is equality before law. If tomorrow Mukesh Ambani also commits something wrong, then he will also be prosecuted as far as my knowledge goes. Everybody is same.
Sir, why don't you tell a technique, where the poor people, basically the farmers and the common middleman who are really paying their tax,
yeah,
they also, they also will be outwitted with these loans. Because see, I think, recently I was telling you about...
Start a company.
Okay.
Take loans if you want to defraud, but be ready to face the music also.
Okay, then
you will earn 10 crores and the next 10 years you will be in jail. What is the use?
But see, sir, Anil Ambani is not in jail.
Anil Ambani is likely to go to jail, for your kind information. It's a Pmla is a very draconian act. Nobody can be spared in that. When the chief ministers got arrested, sitting chief ministers of two states, Hemant Soren and Arvind Kejriwal, got arrested, and they were counting bars, counting the bars, good word, counting the bars in the Tihar jail, and could not get bail for years together, and spent lakhs, hundreds and thousands of crores to get a bail.
No, what I feel, in the jail also they'll be, counting the golden bars only, not the iron bars like common people do.
Because Sukesh Chandrasekhar is there in Tihar jail. He has coated all the iron bars with gold coated bars, I believe, as you are rightly saying.
So that means they will be put in food in a golden plate or a silver plate?
Yeah. These all things have happened in Tihar jail, and it has come out also.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you will be suggesting the people to,
No, I'm not suggesting. That is up to you. If you want to escape from the liability, start a company, but be ready to face the music. Because nowadays, every shell company is accountable. The income tax, even Pani Puri wala is getting GST and income tax notices. I know there are a lot of tiffin centers in Hyderabad who own minimum 2 to 4 properties. In the last 10 years, they have started the Pani Puri walas, all this street food centers. They have made so much of big money. Because what is their take when the oil prices increase? It was 50 rupees, 80 rupees per kilo. Now it has shot up to 150, 200 and all. They'll keep on increasing their rates, but the oil rates come down, they will not decrease.
Yeah.
Because they got used to it.
Recently
they are making hell lot of money. But see, my suggestion to everybody, whether you are a rich man, you are a Anil Ambani or Mukesh Ambani, the only suggestion I give you is, it's a self-assessment. Very few people understand that. Today I earn 10 crores, let us assume. I will declare only 5 crores. That is my profit, and I'll pay whatever profit comes. I'll hire a chartered accountant, I'll pay him a handsome amount, and he will pay the tax. I am a very good citizen of the country. I am known as a taxpayer. I can lift my head and I can go. If I want to take all the 10 crores and want to pay zero to the government, I have to face the music and I have to pay 10 times penalty of it. This is right now it is happening. Today, last week itself, I petitioned the Director General of the Income Tax at New Delhi with some tax evasion of some shell companies, and today I have received the reply. My representation has been forwarded to the DG, that is Director General, again Income Tax in Hyderabad, to take action. So there is a reward of 5 crore rupees for the tax evasion reporting.
Okay, I hope
anybody who is reporting, you can get paid up to 5 crores from the Union of India.
So I hope you'll be getting that reward.
Definitely. That is a white income. I don't mind. There are a lot of even Subramaniam Swami, the leading advocate, is prosecuting in some money laundering case, the Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi also. He's a very leading private prosecutor.
Okay. One more thing, sir. Just I wanted to talk, finalize with this Sarfesi Act. Basically, can you give your final true opinion, not as an advocate, as a common man? What do you think? Is it good?
Yes,
Or is it, don't talk like an advocate.
See, I'll tell you.
By supporting,
No.
banks.
I will tell you my reply. Sarfesi Act, no doubt, it is very good for the banks. Number one, because they have to reconstruct the assets, but they are misusing it thoroughly. Okay, and my advice to anybody who is trying to borrow or take home loan or property loan, try to pay it on time. Never miss even a single EMI. That is always fund your bank, always pay advance EMIs in your bank, and try to clear off the loan. If you are not able to clear off the loan, then what you can do is you can try to sell off the property for a better price, clear off the loan. After 5 years of your purchase, your property definitely might have got doubled or tripled. Clear off the dues to the bank and you enjoy the fruit. That is what. But most of the people, they don't know the process. What they do is they'll default and they will treat this as very easy thing. But it's a very serious thing. The notice and all, they will come pouncing on you. They will come hunting you down.
Sir, can't we have some leniency?
Not at all.
Because people, like recently, because of Corona, there was some problems,
There was a moratorium. Yes.
Can't we little lenient to the
Not at all.
people?
That does not give you any leniency, unfortunately. Even if it gives you little bit of scope, let's say 3 installments are the minimum. There are a lot of bankers who are invoking it even with less things also, because they are misusing the act.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much for the information
Grateful.
you have given. Thank you very much, sir.